For those who have not used VSDC, if you've opened this, the only way to create a new project is tapping on the new project button here, naming your project. For instance, let's call it blurring a video, maybe just blurring a video. Then you can change all this here: the author, the copyright, publisher, date, a description, and also do some configurations on the resolutions and frames per second. Now you can just do a research on what best fits the kind of video that you are creating, of whatever platform you're creating it for. Once you've set all that up, you need to click on finish here. Now when you've done this, what happens is that you'll have this section appearing here, which is basically the preview section of your video. Now I'm going to add a video here. So to do that, we need to go to the editor button and add object. Then I'll select a video that I've already created because that's what we want to edit, and then tap on open. I can just position it at the beginning of the position of the cursor, which is the same as the beginning of my document here. I'll click on OK. Now once I've done this, I can expand it to just have a little bit a better view. Now what I want to do here is, or what I can do here is, I can decide to blur the entire video or blur out sections. Now blurring the entire video is not very practical because it will mean nothing on the video will be visible, but let's just have a look at how that's done. So once I have done that, I need to activate a certain button or an Windows options here. So I need to go to the view button and tap on basic effects. Now then I say view basic effects. Now that appears on the right hand side of my page. Here there are so many things that I can change on this video here, but our point of focus today is on the blur feature. So if I move to the blur and drag out this here, just increase it, you notice that the video is getting blurred, like it's becoming almost invisible. So you can just blur it as much as you want to, or just leave it as visible. Now this is for the entire video. You notice that the whole video is selected. What if I wanted to just blur out a section of this video? What I'll do is I'll need to split it into 2 or 3 or number of portions that I want. So I'll drag my player to any position here. Then I'm going to add or cut it. So I right click on the video itself. Then I go to cutting and splitting. Then when I'm adding a marker, the first marker will appear at the point where I dragged my player to. If I want it to be like specific sections, I can preview here. But first, let's just add a marker at that position. Then I can preview both section, and you go to videos, for instance. Now to listen to and to just get to know where my marker has been added, I can also drag this up here and position it. So if I just move this, I can drag it and position it where I want it to be. Now it's showing you the seconds or the timeline, so you can put it anywhere you want to. So once I've maybe decided I want it to be up to, maybe let's put it up to that point, I'll add another marker, so between 38 and 51 seconds. Then I'll apply settings. Always ensure you remove the source object so you don't have this one doubled down here, and then you click on OK. Once that has been done, you will come back to your timeline here and notice that now you have 3 portions of your video. You can separate it. So if I wanted to only add the blur effect on this small section here, I'll select it, and then I'll come back to my basic effects window here and drag that to, let's say, 50%. Now if I preview this, you will notice that only that part has been blurred. So let's device or from a drive. So to do that, you go to the upload section and you go to, now you notice there's a difference between the video section that has not been blurred and the one that has been blurred is not visible. Remember, you can still play around with the maybe the value or just how extreme you want the blur to appear. Now there is also another thing that you can do. If I wanted to have, maybe make this my background and add another video on top, I can just add something else. Let's see, go to the editor and add another object, something like a video. Let's just pick a similar video, just something, let's pick something shorter. Let's see, hopefully that is short. Now that's too tiny, it will disturb us with resizing. Let's just pick the initial video that we added here. So we go to the editor, add an object and upload a video, scroll to the bottom and select, let's just use the same video and click on OK. Now if I move this here, let's just drag this here and say I want to move it and position it. Where is the order button? Order, one layer up. Then we're going to drag it at this point in the beginning. So I want you to have a look at something here. What's going to happen here? If I try playing this video around the point where we blurred it, to do that you go to the upload section, and then you notice that now this video is playing over the other one. You just have a look at it, and the other one is in background and this is of it. Now this is can be very handy when you are recording yourself. So you have a video of yourself and you want a different background of you chosen, maybe if it's a place, or maybe just anything that you want to. So I can position this and even resize it, so as it plays it is visible, but the one that we've blurred on the background videos is for instance visible. Now the other thing that we can do here is we can, let's just delete that, we can add text on this and blur it. So just tap on the T, draw your text on that video. Let's move it to a part that has not been blurred already. Add text to this. Let's type test text for instance. We need to increase the size of this, so let's add the properties window from the view menu and add properties. Now we need to scroll down and say fit to size. It is still not visible, so we need to give it a background. So we'll expand this color here and select RGB. Either select an existing color or add your own color code and click on OK. Then I don't want it to be transparent, so I'll choose solid here. Then I'll have a background. Now I can decide to just blur this only, as long as it is highlighted. If you just go to the basic effects window and drag, you notice that it becomes blurred. Now basically that's all you can do to blur out sections or an entire video on VSDC. Hopefully this time it is clearer, and if you still find it hard, or maybe you have questions, just feel free to drop them in the comment. You can also share with whoever needs it.